You know what? You're right, Meowmix. I have a feeling you're right. This is gonna be the run. This will be turn. I'm sure of it. Sure of it. I'm thinking of that scene in SpongeBob where they're like parents to some clam and Patrick keeps on procrastinating something and he's like, tomorrow for sure. Over and over and over again. Tomorrow for sure. Watches the the next level spaceport, right? And that crazy loop thing keeps happening. Just watch as that happens again, and then you end up being wrong. It's gonna happen. Like T minus 35 seconds. Just watch. Just watch. It's gonna happen. I'm not even trying to get it to happen. I just try to go through the level fast. And the game just decides, nope, you can't do that. Oh, okay. Forget the words I just... ignore the words I just said. Suffer the true power of the black paint. Oh, wait, wrong game. I wish all these stages weren't so damn short. I want to hear more of the music. Yo, Ubuntu. Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Just turn on SR? What's that? That's rough timelines. Oh, song requesting. Whoa, what was that? Got a new controller yesterday? Oh, that's nice. What did you get? Like Xbox One or PS4 controller or some game, some like pro gaming brand thing. I have a Razer Sabertooth. Something, it's a special, super expensive controller meant for esports. I didn't buy it, it's actually my older brother's, but he never uses it, so I took it from his room one day, And he's only asked for it back like once, and then I took it back, and he doesn't care. She'll look up pictures of it, the Razer Sabertooth controller. It's so good, but the last I checked, it's like $80. I would honestly say it's a worthy investment though. I'd buy it myself. Hey, if he asked for it back only once since I took it, which is like 7 months ago, I doubt he cares. He just came into my room one day and asked, "Hey Miles, can I have the controller?" Oh sure, I'm not even using it right now. So. Be like, no. It doesn't work well in some older games? That's odd. It's just a controller, right? Another 56. At least I'm consistent. Help, I can't type. You should take a typing class. We were forced to take those in elementary school and it was hell. I did not like it. When the teachers like, it was teaching you how to, like, you know, use all of your index fingers on each hand. But whenever the teachers weren't looking in the program that we were using, like whenever they weren't looking, I would just do the way I usually type, would just hunt and peck, just a single finger for each hand, and I passed it. Ah! Got it. Yeah, even when I actually cared and put an effort into my typing classes, I had my next one in 8th grade. It just didn't work. I just couldn't get the hang of it. It's not like you need index finger or piano key typing to survive in the professional world, so like, I don't really care. Spin. Or circle, I mean. Hit both triggers at the same time. Oh, it doesn't register the inputs. Are you sure that's because of the controller? That'd be kind of strange, wouldn't it? I mean, the controller just sends signals to your computer. I don't really see any reason for it to matter what controllers you're using. Sloppy Zabok. Oh, well. Not a deal breaker.
面白かったぜ。次はもっといいおもちゃを持ってくるんだな。
Microsoft is just a bunch of sadistic dudge fucks. That's a word I've not seen before. I got a notification on my phone about somebody doing a Let's Play of Kirby's Epic Yarn. What? Why do I care?
エッグマンに逆らう者は何にもない宇宙空間にご招待ってわけか。走る地面がない宇宙なんてまっぴらごめんだぜ。
Does it? Probably not even saying that right. Hey, no, my favorite game is SMG1. Kirby's Epic Yarn is fine though. It's a good game. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad Kirby game, so it's not like I can say it's not a good game. Dude trucks? Yeah, is that correct? Your guess is as good as mine. I've never heard somebody say that before.
Here we go.
I have not played Air Ride. I mean, it looks like a fun distraction. I should probably give it a shot. Eventually. You're from Sweden? Oh, you're from Sweden. I have a few friends from Sweden. That place has always intrigued me. Looks pretty cool in all the pictures I see. You ride hoverboards, just yeah. Well, you ride variations of Kirby's Warp Star. So they're not hoverboards. You're flying. That's rough.
Yes! 思った通りだ。俺たちのスピードとコンビネーションは最高だ。このまま一気に突き抜けるぜ。
Sonic, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm sure it's like a bunch of super happy, optimistic, my friends are my power nonsense. My friends are my power, and I'm theirs. Bonus points to anybody who knows what game that is from. Oh, combination of douchebag and fuck. Now it makes sense. I see. Douche fuck. That's a creative insult. The Anime Man's videos? Never heard of that. Guess that's some YouTuber. I don't watch videos on like by anime fanatics. I mean, I guess I watch Digibro videos, but that's about it. Whenever there's something he makes that piques my interest. I just occasionally watch anime, and that's that. Hell, I haven't even watched a full episode of any anime in quite a while, like a few weeks. I think it was Mitsuboshi Colors episode 2 or 3. I need to catch up.
ハリネズミをご存知ないとはね。このトゲで優しく教えてやるぜ。
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I haven't watched that, but I know that's a big favorite in the anime community. Like, even if you don't watch anime, you've probably heard it at least once in your life. It's especially popular for memes. But I have no interest in it personally. Yeah, that's what the Zawaru meme is from. It's funny, I'll give it that. Nice, that was better. Oof. I jumped a little too high, yikes. Let's get the Sonic. Oh, I saved a little bit of time over Blue Mania's old PB. And that was not even a good Green Hill. Because he somehow managed to have something worse than me. I don't even know why I chose this PB, honestly. I just... I was thinking about adding a comparison for the world record, but that's really silly. It'd be stupid to compare myself to somebody I'm never gonna come close with him. And that's not even like oh, I'm never gonna do this and that, like a low self-esteem or anything. I literally cannot get to that time because of loads. Top 2 runners save at least a minute over me in load times alone, so I can't even get a 54. You're lying. Have to wait long to find out. Those were actually not the best RNG rock pattern, or whatever rocks, whatever they are, patterns I could have gotten, but I worked with what I got, so that was alright. Mr. 9PT. Cool, here's your name.
みんな逃げ遅れた人たちの避難状況を教えて。こちら STO 現在交戦中。一般市民の行動まで手が回らない。
One has to wonder what that could mean. Mr. 9PT. What could the PT stand for?
脱出経路の確保完了。これで安全に逃がせるぞ。新入りの活躍で盛り返してきたぜ。このまま突っ走る。司令部より通達だ。敵は尻尾を巻いて逃げ出したぜ。任務成功。各々が責任を果たした結
That
果
was a little rough. Took a hit at the end, and my movement wasn't the best it could have been towards the end. Mainly, I was trying to do a strat that skips the animation where the avatar grapples onto something floating in the air and then he spins around it, or he goes around it. Oh well.
Sonic's 盗み聞きした話だと、ソニックはここにいるはずなんだ。ソニックにソニック探しをお願いするのも変だけど、頼むよソニック。この辺りにはいないみたいだね。
Yo, I made it.
もっと中心部にいるのかも。
Awesome. Not too bad. Would have preferred a 51 personally. Hey man, you're putting my standards aren't that high. I mean, I guess that's not even high to begin with, considering the IL world record for that level is 43 seconds, I believe, and my record is 49. Movement in that level is really annoying. It's even worse than this level right here. I screwed that up, but I'm not going to restart because I hate this level and I don't want to have to deal with it anymore. I mean, the music's good, but that doesn't save the actual level from being trash. Yay, we took back 14.29% of the world from Eggman. What an accomplishment. The fact that you go through 14 stages, and like 14 stages in, you took back 14% of the world, makes you think the game is going to be really long. And like, you're like, oh man, all of that and that was only 14%? But nope, the game is way shorter than you might think on your first time playing. Not that that's a bad thing, as long as you're having fun, right? Out of there. Almost 14.30. Dang, you're optimistic.
最後にあった目撃情報はすぐ先よ。気をつけてソニック。
Oof, that was really bad. Not gonna lie. I'm terrible at Sunset Heights. I really wish I could have good movement there, but all my practice amounts to nothing. It's just kind of hard to gauge where I can improve best there. Hey, it's Blue Mania. What does that even mean? Sound advice from a Sonic game. Don't believe the virtual enemies. Whatever that means. If you have virtual enemies, don't believe them. Hey, is that a metaphor for not liking people on the internet? If you don't like somebody on the internet, don't believe them. They're virtual because you can only talk to them through a screen and online, so they're your virtual enemy. I see what you've done there, game. I was looking way too deep into that. Edgy McEdgeward. Battle 2.
敗残兵の逃げ遅れ風情が弱者が強者にほふられるのは必然。己の風土以外だ。今日まさかここまでやるとはな。弱者の生存本能見くびりすぎていたか。
pretty rough chemical plant in the last attempt, so let's see how much better it is here. Or worse. I mean, it could be worse. You never know.
当時からの情報だとどこかにデータベースがあるはずなんだ。とにかくそれらしき建物を見つけないとね。この広さじゃ探すだけでも一苦労だけど。静かな時は危険な前触れだよ。ここは慎重に行った方が良さそうだね。
Ah, that was rough. Oh well. I don't know why I keep missing the loop thing. The physics in this game are just that bad. I might use the keyboard from now on there, cause like I can use the key, cause what I'm doing there is towards the middle of that loop that I didn't have enough speed in, I hold down so I can get into my ball form and reach the platform at the top. So I can probably just use the keyboard to make that easier on myself. Anyways. So this is thanks to the Phantom Ruby too? Huh. Eggman's invention is a real pain in the neck. I just lost around 10 seconds. I hope I can make that up later. You never know. Yeah, it was about 10 seconds. Note that I'm talking about in-game time, not RTA on live split. Yeah, live split I'm losing more time. Well, this is comparing to Blue Mania, but yeah. Compared to my own splits, I think I'm probably still losing like 10 seconds, at least. How about Sid? Only losing 18 seconds to him. Huh. I'll take that. Oh, now for right now I realize I can do it if I try. I can do anything and begin to turn around. That's the song lyrics. Such an optimistic song. I can do anything. No, not everybody can do anything. Spreading the wrong message. Oh shit. Again?
ちょっと待って、巨大なエネルギー反応が接近中よ。
こんなデカブツをケミカルプラントに行かせるわけにはいかねえ。シンジ、できるだけそいつを足止めしてくれ。
I disabled Steam overlay for OBS, but I keep seeing a bunch of notifications saying all of my a bunch of my friends are playing a game called Slay the Spire. I've never heard of that. Slay the Spire. In colors? No, no, you're way better at that game than I am. Even if I did a run with the skip in AC6, that probably wouldn't beat your 106. I just, besides not doing AC6, I don't know what else I could improve on. Like, honestly.
目標はケミカルプラントの制圧だ。邪魔する奴らはぶっ飛ばせ。言われなくても最初から全力で飛ばすぜ。
Oh, fuck! I did it again. Ah, crap. I'm not paying attention anymore. Christ. Beating Occupy? Oh, did he bot me too? I mean, it's not like my time's hard to bop. It's a 126 if I remember correctly. That's not very difficult to beat. Longer load times just out of the blue. That sucks. Hope you get that fixed soon. Could get a new one, but that's kind of drastic. Yeah, worst case. Hopefully you don't have to do that. I don't know how much Wii U's cost nowadays, but I'm sure in like 10-15 years they'll be pretty expensive. I mean, the only question I can ask in that case is your Wii U hacked? If it's not hacked, then I have no idea what you could be doing that would make it run slower. The latest system version is 5.5.1, and if you're on that, then I don't really know what to tell you. Yeah, if it's not hacked, then I honestly don't know what to say. If it's on latest system version and it's not hacked, I don't know. Those are the only things I could possibly think of that might affect it at all. That was a pretty slow death egg, at least towards the end. Oh well. Yeah, I guess it just could be a defective Wii U, or maybe if you bought it pre-owned, maybe the previous owner used it so much, or they left it on so long that it just affected the system adversely. I mean, I don't know, I take care of my Wii U. It's right next to me actually. I clean it whenever I clean it, like when a speck of dust touches it. Like I clean it often, I maintain it. In the past I've opened it up to get rid of the dust that's inside of the console. I care about my systems. Every month or so I deep clean all of them. So I take pride in that. Yeah, I know, it seems like such a stupid common sense thing to say, but it just needs to be emphasized that you really have to take care of your shit. No ifs, ands, or buts. That was kind of sloppy towards the end. Well, in short, I don't let dust collect on it. It goes for the gamepad too, not just the console itself. I don't let dust collect. I don't keep the system on constantly. Like I use it, I play my game, I do my speedrun, I do whatever it is I'm doing with the system, then I turn it off. I don't leave it on. What else? Like that's just kind of the basics in terms of just taking care of it. I don't expect everybody to want to open up their system and do a deep clean like I do, because you need special screws for that. But just in general, just don't let dust collect. That's probably one of the biggest things besides cleaning it. Don't let dust collect. Dust is really bad.
相棒、ここは俺たちのいるべき場所じゃない。戻ろうぜ。みんなが待っている世界へ。ダブルブースト。ママ行くぞ。俺たち二人のフルパワーで虚無空間を突き破るんだ。
Reinstall the system? Well, there's an option in the Wii U system settings to initialize your system. And to initialize your Wii U means to completely erase everything on it and start from scratch, like as if you just bought a new Wii U. I don't know if that would do anything though, and that's pretty drastic. Like you could back up your stuff beforehand, it's just, I don't know if that's really worth it. Okay, I meant like back up like an external hard drive or something, like a 1 terabyte hard drive. Not because your Wii U has 1 terabyte of stuff on, it's just 1 terabyte is the most common hard drive available. You could do it to a flash drive, I think, if you don't have that much stuff on your Wii U. Oh yeah, I could do that real quick after the round. Yeah, I'll turn on my Wii U right now just so I can get ready. I'll just show you on my Wii U after the run is over. I'll connect it to my capture card. That's alright. Slow computer, fast console, but it's the opposite. Dang. I'm always afraid I'll fall when I do that boosted stomp. Oh, nice. Yeah, Generations has a gazillion mods. I'm really hoping the same can happen for Forces one day. There's already this guy who's making a really awesome mod. It's I forget his username, but he's making a Wave Ocean mod. It's really cool. He's adding he added like the Wave Ocean level. You just have to see a video. Just look it up, Sonic Forces Wave Ocean. He added a bunch of, I think he added paths for every single Wispin in the game except Drill because it doesn't work with the level. Like, it's really cool. He updates it pretty frequently. Like, the project's not released yet, so we can't actually play it. He just posts update videos on how the project is coming along. Looks really cool. Oh yeah, you can't walk on water, so he alleviated that by he just has the avatar just use a dash pad to skip all that, the parts with water. Where you'd run on the water, instead you just fly over all of it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Also, hold up. Is the Colors project a thing? Are people actually doing that?
お前は本当は寂しいんだ。お前のファントムルビーの仮想現実こそ幻想なんだからな。行くぜ相棒。力を合わせれば俺たちに限界なんかない。ダブルブースト。
This tropical resort. Oh, so it's just a few random levels. Aw. Got me excited there. Somebody's actually making a tropical resort mod for Forces. I don't know if there's... Okay, well, I don't know if they're still working on it. It might have just been a proof of concept, but they uploaded a few videos of the level functioning in the game. It's a start though, I guess. Hey, well that stuff doesn't happen overnight. Give him a chance.
ドクターがこのまま終わるとは思えん。油断するな。
セントラルタワーの入り口を見つけてエッグマを止めなきゃ。
Yeah, if they're still actively working on it, just give it some time. I'm eagerly awaiting the release of the Wave Ocean mod for Forces. I'll probably try to speedrun that too, it'll be fun. I just hope that the drill won't let you fly over the whole thing, because in his in his update videos, I don't think he's ever used the drill, so you might be able to trill over the whole thing, for all I know. Nice. I knew that would be a gold. If it's a 148, then I think my ILPB in this level is a 44. Might be a 46. Oh, correction. The latest Wii U system version is 5.5.2. Oh, I don't remember that. Because my gamepad is to my right. I'm just looking at the system settings. Huh. Chill out, guys. I'm trying. Oh, Triple Agent? That's cool. I remember him as the guy that did that one Sonic 06 Agent EQ run. He's also a moderator for Paper Mario Color Splash, which I don't understand at all, but whatever, that's a thing. Alright, cool. Thank you so much for helping me with that Sonic KR. I know he's probably not here, but still. He helped Sonic KR taught me the strat I just did for phase 2. It's kind of risky, somewhat easy to die, but if you get it right, you can end phase 2 really quickly. He's studying Japanese. Huh. I'll read more into that in a sec. I wanna. This isn't sub 1 pace if you're wondering, but I just want to focus for this last phase, so I'm gonna mute my mic.
3人の力を合わせれば不可能なんてない。勝利をつかむのは俺たちだ。トリプルブースト。